Well, today's the 8th of September 2023 and we're back down in Palmanova. It's going to be a little bit of an evening walk. We've both had a very busy day today, so much so that we both had a siesta this afternoon.
I didn't.
Oh, you were fast asleep. You were. So we are a little bit rejuvenated, but we're not going to be walking too far. And just behind us we've got the wonky heart, and they put some things around it to stop you getting involved there. I don't know what's happened or how it's happened. Nobody's got back to me, but it must have happened before we got back in at the end of August, and it's just bending over a little bit, so it's sort of a bit wonky, like, I don't know. Anyway, we're going to have a little walk along, and the sun's just going down. It's all in the shade now, so no parasol, no hat, gentle breeze. There's still people in the sea. It's looking a little bit calmer than it has been, and we've had some really quite stormy weather and rough seas. But it's looking calm. I was having lunch in Son Caliu, which is just around that headland there, and we were close by the sea, and it did look very, very choppy out there. Hopefully it's settled down for a little while. Temperatures are hovering around 30 degrees, maybe a little bit more, maybe a degree less. But it was very, very warm in Palma walking down today. Walking around, doing my history lessons today I was. So I did a little walk through Palma, just through San Miguel. And I actually went to the Museum of Mallorca, which I've never been to before. And it's beautifully air conditioned, and for most of the rooms I was the only person there. For the grandson of, I was prepared to pay €1.50, but when she gave me the ticket receipt to how much I'd got to pay, it said 000. It was free.
Is that because you're old?
Well, she did ask me if I was a pensioner, and I did say yes, so I didn't actually pay anything to go in there. I don't know if it's not very much anyway. I would have been very happy to have paid, but yeah, I did see, I think, a total of about 4 other people in there, but it was beautifully air conditioned, and it goes through the history from, I suppose, more or less the conquest, which is when James I of Aragon conquered Majorca at the beginning of the 13th century. A bit more of that history perhaps tomorrow. And it goes just through up to I think just to the 19th century. I don't think there was anything 20th century in there. So,
hi Steve! Follow me!
Well, that was Jenny and Andy and a whole bunch of friends from Liverpool, and they've just arrived and they think it's warm, and so do I. And they're only here for like a long weekend, so they're going to get the best of the weather. But
they're missing us in England because it's really hot there.
Yeah, it's really hot in England at the moment, although apparently there's going to be a change.
Lovely Laura advertising there.
Who?
Lovely Laura, on that billboard.
Was it?
Yes.
Ah, we met lovely Laura. See if it comes back on, is that?
I'm sure it goes all the way around.
Oh, it's all over. Oh, that's a new one, isn't it? I haven't seen that flashing around before. All the adverts. So when we went to the wedding in Ibiza, the disco night finished off with lovely Laura, and she is quite amazing. She's a saxophonist. And everyone was bopping away, and then suddenly she appears playing the saxophone.
It's really good, isn't it?
And it just blew the night away. It really just made a really good night. And we really enjoyed that. The grandchildren enjoyed it at whatever hour it was, midnight and beyond. There's the
We're there for a drink, haven't we?
beehive, yeah. The boat that's run aground is not on the next beach, it's on the Somatias beach. I was just saying to people when I came past this Sendero, it's looking nice now. This is part of the hotel, the Agua Beach Hotel. It's made that look really good. It's half the job, isn't it? Making it look good. So we've just been discussing about where we're going to go for our tapas, and Anita suggested actually Ajimoli.
I think we should.
Would you like to try that?
Yeah.
It's a place that we have been to before, but it's quite a long time ago.
Probably at least 2 years ago.
Yeah, and it's an Argentinian place, but they do very nice tapas there. And we've only ever been there once, I think, so good to give it a second try and maybe even make a video. Although I think probably by the time we get there, it might be going dark. The newspaper today and yesterday has been talking about some of the mega yachts that are moored here, and you can't see them perhaps, but there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4 I can see out there, and 2 of them are really big. The one that they were talking about was one that's owned by one of the directors or one of the CEOs, I don't know, of something to do with Ineos. Ineos, the big chemical giants. Not the owner, because that's Jim Ratcliffe, who also has a boat that comes here. It's just somebody who works for him in a factory, really. Director of something or the other. The graffiti. Let you see that it's still there. I don't see that disappearing very soon, though. In Palma, they're supposed to be making some moves. I still saw lots of graffiti while I was in Palma today. I guess it's going to take a long time. That's good. There's some video surveillance of the area. Now, the graffiti still in most of the places I went to this morning. It's just a beautiful view, and at this time of the night it's just cooled down enough to make the walk quite pleasant. Over the bridge we go. Looks like we're going to need to do some remedial work here. I think you can just see the pointy bit at the bow of that boat just on the beach in the distance. At least I can see it. You see it just at the end of the rocks, just sticking out into the sea. It's quite close to the Santa Lucia. So looking from here, we can see a square parasol. It's underneath that effectively, right where the rocks are. There's somebody standing on the end, I think. So they did attempt to get it off the beach, but the authorities have said no. It has to be done properly. Have to do it through the official channels.
In about 2 years' time.
And the council themselves have said it's a long, drawn-out, bureaucratic process. Just get the thing off the beach. So long as it isn't holed, you may as well just get a tractor out and push it off the beach. The suggestions are they're going to do it from the seaside, and they're going to need a really powerful tug to pull it off the beach. But a tractor that's actually on the beach could push it off quite easily. It's mostly in the water anyway. We're just going to go down the steps here, and it's Friday night. It looks like it's party time down there. If you live here, even if you're on holiday really, it's a great place to take your children to have a party on the beach. Gives a natural place for them to play around. That looks really busy. And come Monday, they're all going to be back at school, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
For having their McDonald's.
It's just under McDonald's, so you can get them all a little Mac, whatever they call them these days. Water in the garden here, getting wet.
Run through it.
I read in the newspaper quite often about the law's gone mad, and I read today about a case that wasn't actually in the UK but was in Belgium, where a cyclist actually knocked a child down. So they were cycling on a path, and there was a child standing in the middle of the path, and it was snowy and icy, and as this cyclist went by, he put his knee out to knock the child, and it's very obvious in the video what he's done. Well, the father was videoing the child at the time, and obviously all this got captured. It got shared on social media, don't know which one, but be surprised if you hadn't actually seen it. And it turns out that the man was taken to court, and the judge said, yes, you've been a naughty boy, however you've had so much abuse on social media, you're getting a suspended sentence and nothing else. It could actually have been a year in prison that he got. So he had to pay a compensation of €1. They didn't stop there, because he then took the child's father to court and said, charged him with defamation for showing this video, and they said that it's caused him a lot of anguish.
So is it the father got to pay him?
And so now he won that case, and the judges said, yes, you have the right to sue this man, and I think it's not until sometime next year he's going to have to, the court will decide how much compensation
€1.
he's going to have to give, and I certainly hope it's not going to be more than €1. And this is in Belgium, so you think, well, I'm not going to get stupid things like that here in Spain. And then, just before I came out, I've read of a case in Spain which, well, I don't know, it just makes your eyes open wide and think, what's going on? Well, the case was actually in Inca, which is middle of the island, going to north, has a great market. And 50 people in Inca have been fined for rubbish offences. I mean, literally rubbish offences. Basically for putting their rubbish in the bin at the wrong time of day. Bins here are collected, in the cities anyway, every day, 365 days a year. And you're not allowed to put rubbish in the bin at any old time. In Inca, it's between 8 p.m. and
8 o'clock there. 'Cause I think it's
8
7
o'clock,
for us.
and in Inca it's between 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock in the evening. So if you go out at 7:30 in the evening, it's the wrong time. Now that's fair enough. I mean, you don't want smelly rubbish in the bins all day, and I think it's a good rule. However, the police have been going out in plain clothes to catch people doing this. I think that's just incredible that they are putting police on the street in plain clothes, literally to catch people putting rubbish in the bin at the wrong time. And it doesn't stop there, because they've been using drones to do it as well. So they've been flying drones over Inca to catch the people putting their rubbish in the bin. And then so 50 of them are now going to wait and see how much they're going to be fined. I just find that almost incredible. They're also, the other thing there, it does make me smile, but the other thing they're trying to clamp down on, because they discovered that some of the people who were putting the rubbish in the bin were not actually from Inca.
Oh dear.
And you're not allowed to put rubbish in an Inca bin if you're not from Inca. So they're referring to it as rubbish tourism or garbage tourism. People going to different areas and putting their garbage into the bin. I just wonder how much they are spending to find out all of this information, whether it couldn't be better spent some other way. It'll be up to the people of Inca to decide at the next election whether they're doing a good job or not. But it just made me smile. Hello! Well, there's a nice opportunity to meet some people from Somerset who obviously watch a lot of our videos because they can tell us all about ourselves. We're just watching golf now. I don't know cricket. Just golf. Just another bat and ball game.
Have you actually been in video this boat already?
Yep. Seen it. And I go out for these walks, and Anita doesn't watch all my videos, so she doesn't know where I've been and what I've done.
I'll let you go on your own, darling.
Or what I've said, or the mistakes I've made. But I think I've got lots of people out there who tell me what mistakes I've made. I put the wrong date, the wrong month up on one of them the other day. My excuse is I'm retired and I don't really care what day or date it is anymore. But actually putting the dates on them is quite good for me. I actually can refer back to what I did on a particular day.
Anniversary of the Queen today, darling.
It is indeed, yeah. Very sad that was.
You see it changing colour. It's orange.
Yeah, we're getting the sunset colours now. See the police. Been a lot of police presence.
They're looking for the bins.
But I don't know. It gives me a certain sense of security, and I think it's good that they're coming along the front here. It's got to give the people who are on holiday some security. I just hope they're not. Yeah, they're probably checking that they're not digging too deep a hole over there. Here's the Zell Hotel. So, I don't know, they've been told to fill it in.
They fill it in when they finish.
Oh, it is going dark now, and as it goes dark, you can see the colours on the sea sort of getting that reddish tinge. Just getting past Roger's Bar. Someone described it as being out of another different era.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's sort of one of these places that's not changed over the past, I don't know, 20 years, I suppose. Whereas many of the other places up here have changed considerably. Since the Barbuda. Might have to come here next.
Now,
Hello.
I watch your videos all the time.
Busy night tonight. We've met another couple there that she's been watching the videos avidly and can tell me all sorts of things about them. I've just seen what obviously looked like a hen night. We're just getting past the Barbuda. That's what we actually last year was when we were with Angela earlier on this year actually. Big hen night groups. But the restaurant's looking busy. This is Diana Beach Club, and they're looking very busy all the way up there. Look, cocktail of the day, €8.50. Bargain. Santa Lucia. Time's coming up. It's 20 past 8 in the evening, so see it is gradually getting dark earlier and earlier. Sea's much calmer now.
The weather's more settled now, isn't it?
Yeah.
We are going, bye.
We are going, bye-bye.
It's the Santa Lucia, people having their dinners.
Smells a bit fishy.
It does, doesn't it? It sounds good. Smells good. And Shauna, your countdown has reached 0. I'm guessing you're here now. I'm sure you said you came today. So we look forward to seeing you Sunday morning. Lots and lots of boats moored out there, and some people do actually live on them. And the one that ran aground, apparently somebody does live on that, at least from the comments that I've read. So it's still there. It's right on its side, it's on the beach.
First I've seen of it, because I haven't got Facebook anymore, and I don't watch your videos.
Oh, what admissions. Yeah, it's still there, and I think the authorities are just going to take the time over it.
Hay una cosa, seguramente sea
And if the authorities are involved in the removal, it's going to be expensive. So, well, I'm sure we're going to be down here again very soon, and we'll keep an eye out to see when it does actually get moved. The other thing I was told last night in fact, is that the barbecue restaurant in front actually was on fire. I didn't come rushing down at 10 o'clock last night to find out, but apparently no one was injured, but the person who wrote to me said there's been some damage done. Well, they're open, so maybe they're not doing barbecues as such, they're just using the kitchen. Specifically the barbecue area that was mentioned. So this is actually the San Matias beach, and that's the San Matias Beach Hotel right in front.
How much further are we?
No, we'll start heading back now, I think. Watch the steps here, dear. That's usually what Anita says to me, just walk behind the steps.
Oh, it's over there.
All the ice cream, should get an ice cream. No, we're going to have some tapas first. And now you can see just how dark it is. So they've actually cordoned off the area where the barbecue used to be. That's where the fire was. So luckily they can continue with their menu. Hopefully get the rest of it sorted out very soon. There's the three brothers across the road looking very full. And Majorca next to it. Quite a cool sort of lighting effect. I quite like that. But I think it's probably going quite dark now, isn't it, on the video? It's going up towards the Santa Lucia. I'll go a little bit further because I know Jim might watch this and he always asks me about Monroes. He always asks me about Taylors, and he always asks me about Pappies, and we've gone past Pappy. Well, we've not gone past Pappies. Pappies is way back there. We never usually get that far. This is the former Lady Dies. It has been open. It doesn't appear to be open now.
The knitting lady was saying they had a coffee in that Lady Dies and it was really, really expensive.
Yeah. Places can't really afford to be expensive here because unless they're offering something very special. People will go elsewhere. Maybe that's the problem. There's Monroe's in front, brightly lit up, getting ready for the music, I guess, this evening. It's nearly that sort of time, it's 8:30. People will be coming out of the hotels. This is Gelacious. And then Taylor's on the opposite side. There's two. Well, usually get standing room only on here. Busy, busy, busy. I guess that's what we like to see. Ooh, and here's a machine doing an embroidery on a hat. That brings back memories. Oh, well done, Anita. I think I'd done mine before we came out of the house. I did quite a lot of walking this morning in Palma. Good to see the Tandoori night busy. Very busy, that's really good. And then on the opposite, just right opposite there, this is the Zell Hotel. Used to be the Calablanca. Now it's had a complete faso makeover. Something completely different. Tent hotel in the distance over there to the left. Banana Joe's and Tobaccos. And Castaways, the pizzeria of Tano. Reflex. See how dark it is, or how dark. You can't see how it is because it's very, very dark. That's the children's play area, and there are actually children in there playing now.
Your phone.
Given the camera to Anita, my phone was ringing. Nothing important. Just, yeah, Anita didn't see this because she's lost her Facebook account because she's changed the phone and it's got a bit complicated. But anyway, you would have seen, darling, if you'd have been watching the Facebook account, that the hotel across the road there actually won an award. And that's our friend Wanko who's got the hotel. He's the manager there. And he's just pointing out to me that, ooh, we're playing the Ukraine again. I wonder where that's being played. Ukraine versus England. So well done to all the staff who reverence my hotel. I've heard very good reports. I have actually done a tour. I didn't video it, but I have actually been around the hotel. It is a very nice hotel. It's the new motorbike car park. Noticed that before. It's getting very dark, but there are still people down there on the beach. You know, tomorrow is, there was something that I'd forgotten about tomorrow. Tomorrow is the day we need to go to Santa Ponsa. It's the day of the parade and everything. Unfortunately, I don't know what time. I need to find that out. So. Does look different at night. It's the Hotel Tropico. And their cocktail area. All of that's going to change at the end of the season, so probably November they'll start work on that.
I said, no, she's going to come to her. Okay, bye.
Lai, cái
Just walking past there, just thinking, how many bulbs has he got to light it up? Loads of bulbs.
Every year I see those bags and I'm like, sí, sí, poco a poco.
Just seen a poster there for pirates, and someone was asking, is it for children? Well, the main show is definitely a family show. They do two other shows. One of them's called Pirates Reloaded, which definitely is not for children. Never been to it, but apparently it's a little bit more risque. And then they have another show which is Gringo Bingos, which again, I don't really know much about it. It's referred to as bingo with a difference. Though I do know people who go and really enjoy it. One of Anita's favourite shops. Hello.
Good evening, how are we?
Stadium, and they're going to have the entertainment up a few steps there. This is the Sea Rose Barge. We have sat here, and it's just a wonderful position. And, yeah, you're going to pay a bit extra maybe, but you pay for where you sit, the views that you have. I don't think it's too much more. To cross over on the other side there. a very well lit crossing, this one. This is the Contro Corrente, fairly new kid on the block here in Palmanova, but very busy, doing great trade. And next to the Beehive, one of our favourites, of course. A11, it's the bus from the airport. So that bus will be running probably till the end of October, and then it's most likely going to finish. So if you do happen to be in the Palmanova area and you want to go to the airport by bus, it's 2 buses, one into Palma, and then the A1 bus from Palma to the airport. That's what we usually have to do. The restaurant's really busy here now. Rossini's. Thai Beach. Saffron, where we came last week, had a really nice Indian meal there, really good, really tasty, and very reasonably priced. This is my tapas. Lots of empty tables there. And children's favourite, tutti frutti, tutti frutti, tutti frutti, papillon. And then the hotel, which is the Fergus style Palmanova. Nice hotel, right across the road from the beach. Friday karaoke from 9:30. Another 3/4 of an hour for that. And who's that? Cyprus, Scotland, is it? Door grill and tapas. That's one we might have to give a try to. We've pretty much done full circle. Well, it's been quite a walk, hasn't it?
You said we weren't walking far.
I wasn't going to walk very far, but I must have found a new breath of fresh air in me. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I hope it didn't get too dark towards the end of that video, because it really is pitch black now. Anyway, we're just under a light, and we're just going to say good night now. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.